Hello and welcome to English 111 online at Johnson Community College, Fall 2025. Professor Jason Morgan here. We are starting week 13 and we're starting a new module. So module C and D was all about research, writing a research essay, and now we get to switch over to literature. Woohoo! Yeah, so we're going to read a couple of short stories and talk about some stuff. Yeah, and fun stuff, fun stuff. All right, so this is quite a change of pace from what we're doing before. So let's go ahead and get to it. So let's get to Module E. Let's go up to Modules, and we'll go down to Module E. All righty, okay. So basically the paper and the whole goal of this module is designed to help you think about literature and how it connects to you personally. If you ever have, you have my permission, you can tell them I said this. If you ever have an English teacher give you something to read and they ask you the question, what did the author mean? You can say, well, my professor in English 111 said, I can tell you this, I don't know because I'm not the author. I don't know what the author meant. Frankly, sometimes the author doesn't even know what they meant, okay? Now, but what we can do is we can look at what is written, and based on any number of things, we can kind of interpret it, and a lot of that interpretation is based on our personal takes on things. Okay, so with that being in mind, let's go ahead and see what we're doing for this week. So the magic word quiz we'll be doing this week. Okay, so there is a reading and analyzing literature thing here. This is just, I don't know what the table of contents. What are you doing there? I don't even know. I didn't think, oh, that's even worse. Oop, there we go. Okay. Anyway, so this basically is like why read literature. Okay, a lot of people are like, I don't care. Okay, but there's actually a lot. We can learn a lot about ourselves. We can learn a lot about the world around us. I mean, and it helps with our thinking skills. It's kind of like, why do athletes lift weights, before a game or, while they're training? Well, because they need to be strong when they go play the game. And when you go into life, when you leave college, you need a strong brain. So you should be doing that and can continually, keep your brain strong. And reading literature is one way to do that. Okay. So there's that information. All right. So we have two short stories that you're going to be reading. One is called The Lottery, and one is called I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. Okay. So to access this, you just click on the link, and then you click on that, and then The Lottery. Here it is. This is by Shirley Jackson. Okay, so you'll see it's a short story, 7 pages long? Again, you can always just make this bigger here, whatever. So there's The Lottery. So you're going to read that short story, okay? And then the other story we're going to read this week is called I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. Now, please make sure you read this story that's posted here, okay? Because there's a poem and actually a Christmas song with the same name, okay? This is not the poem. This is not the Christmas song. This is a story, okay? And this one is by author unknown. I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, okay? Author unknown, and again, this is 7 pages long, okay? So you're going to read that. Again, you're not doing this, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, based on the Longfellow poem. That's not this. It's by this short story right here, okay? So there's that. So you're going to read these two short stories. Then what are you going to do? You're going to do a discussion board, okay? So let's go ahead and click on the discussion board. So what you're going to do is that you're going to post to the discussion board. Basically, you're going to write roughly 250 to 300 words in response to The Lottery, and then a different 200 and 300 words to your response on I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. Again, the purpose of reading is explaining your personal reaction to the text. Now, I will tell you, for example, okay, so I heard the bells on Christmas Day. If you're not religious or you're not a Christian, you recognize, okay, I heard the bells on Christmas Day. It's a Christmas story. Okay, it just is. And so if you're like, well, I'm not a Christian, I don't celebrate Christmas, okay, then realize that that's not necessarily written for you, but that doesn't mean you can't read it to get a better perspective of maybe what Christians believe, okay, or any, whatever, okay. So understand that. But again, okay, defending your personal reaction to the text. So you're going to read the text and then just say, hey, this is kind of what I thought, okay. And so you're going to post that directly to the discussion board forum. Don't do attached documents. And then you're going to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' responses, about 150 words. Okay, basically, you just kind of like, you can say, well, gosh, I hadn't really thought about that or whatever. Just respond politely to their posts. Okay, but again, you're responding to each of the stories, to the lottery and to I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. Again, and the question isn't what did the author mean or anything like this. It's when you read it, how did you connect with it personally? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? I mean, could you appreciate it, even though maybe wasn't for you? Whatever. Okay, and that's fine. Again, it's how you're connected to the text. So that's basically that assignment there. Okay, and then you will note that I have no longer listed the doing the where are they? The grammar and punctuation style activities, because theoretically you should be done by now. If you actually kind of did those 3 per week like I asked you to, you should be done. If not, go in and finish them. But okay, you just have to finish them by the end of the semester. But at this point in time, I'm not reminding you. I wanted you to get them done by the end of Module D so you can just enjoy Module E. So yeah, so that's what we're doing this week. So reading the short stories, posting a discussion, responding to your peers, and then we'll move on to next week. All right, thank you so much.